Have you been surprised by the hype of Bond? Because particularly for Brits, it's an event, isn't it? It's for us, it's an export. We go around the world kind of selling Bond, talking about ourselves and being very proud of it.
Yeah. Well, it's not exactly a surprise, without wanting to be in any way presumptuous. But I still didn't expect it. And you're absolutely right. It's not only it seems to be the biggest export of the British economy at the moment, and I am baffled a little bit. On the other hand, it's fantastic. That it's not a fighter plane that is shown to the world as the greatest achievement, but actually a story, a movie with characters, and everything that's sort of attached to it, from our experiencing a story and fiction. And as such, it's a cultural phenomenon. And I think it's a very honourable, very, very honourable and fabulous sign of a healthy and authentic cultural life.
And what changes do you think we will see in Bond in this film? Because, again, the beauty of Bond is that it keeps reinventing itself. It stays ahead of the times. It feels fresh.
No, I agree. Because without that development and without that staying up to date, it would be, in a way, a stale kind of piece for maybe a film museum. But it's always about us, because this is what movies should do. Tell stories about us. We have to find ourselves in that story. And we have to experience or go through all the pains and the joys and the worries, the hopes and suspense that the characters on the screen go through. And that's how we sort of draw a little frame about our existences and can look at our lives, even though it sounds far-fetched. This is the very reason for storytelling.
So do you think there will ever be a time, if Daniel Craig ever gives up the role, that we will see a different type of Bond, a black Bond, a gay Bond, a female Bond? Do you think the franchise should be brave and do something really different?
I think the franchise should be brave. It wouldn't be James Bond if it is Jemima Bond. I think it would be great to have a movie Jemima Bond, or Jamie Bond. James Bond is James Bond, and if it makes sense, it makes sense, because, as I said, it's about making sense of our own little lives. I don't know whether it makes sense to have a female James Bond. It's not James Bond.